trying to get into an involved relationship, she would have to be a saint. She would have to be just, understanding, patient, aware, communicative.
Oh, yeah.
Communication is such a big thing for me, because misunderstandings for me have ruined relationships in the past. It's
Really?
It either came on too strong or not strong enough, and all because I didn't talk it out.
The first boy whose heart got broken from my kid, she went off to college, and this is how gangster my kid is. I think it was the week before she left. She looked him in the eye and said, "Look, hey, we're broken up, because I'm going to go out there and I'm going to meet somebody, and his trajectory is going to be different from yours. You got no hope." I mean, she said that to him. And the only reason I know that she said that to him, because he came crying to me, telling me what she said to him. And I'm like, that's some gangster shit.
Welcome to Nightwatch.
Hey there, Midnighters and Moonlighters. Welcome to Nightwatch. This is your closer-in-chief here with Big Smoke.
I am here.
Employee of the Month status right now.
The man who never says no.
Perfect attendance. Just the two of us again tonight. Just the two of us.
It's a great ass song.
It's such a vibe, such a bop.
Yeah.
As the kids say these days. It slaps.
Yeah, for all you kids out there who love old stuff, like, comment, and subscribe. Yes.
You do shout outs? We haven't done shout outs in a while.
No, we have not. I wonder if they're still listening. Yeah.
So
Steffi.
Fawn.
Yeah.
Nemesis.
Yeah, Nemesis. Oh, yeah, she's definitely listening.
Dedicated listener right there.
Dedicated.
Mama Chief.
Yeah.
Mama Jolly.
Mama Jolly. How you doing, young lady?
Your kid's still listening? Your girl's still listening?
Oh, yeah. Well, my son-in-laws are listening.
Okay.
And they're kind of just dragged along for the ride. They really don't like my anti-feminist, doctrine. They don't like it. And they definitely don't like it when I'm like, hey, dude, you need to lead. Okay, you're a man. Be a man. Well, hey, Big Smoke, your daughter, I don't give a fuck. Be a man, baby. They don't like it when I do that. They're not gonna like that I said that,
Just picture them sitting in the car like, hey, listen to what your dad said. So be a man. Take charge. Leader.
Yeah, look.
Leader among men.
Because they'll do stuff like, well, what are we going to do? Where are we going to go?
No.
Where are we going to eat? And
then we're going to go do this.
Well,
we're going to be there at this time.
Well, I don't want... No.
Go get ready.
Yeah. Go put on that nice dress, the one I like. Go put that... No, not the gray one. The blue one. Go put that blue dress on.
Those shoes I just spent all that money on.
Yeah. And we're going to go, And they're like, oh, I can't do that, Big Smoke. I can't do it. No, you can.
Yeah.
You
keep telling yourself you can't. So then, not with that attitude.
Yeah. What is that? I can't remember where I heard it from. But the guy said, like, hey, there's two things. Either you can or you can't, right up until you think that way. And then beyond that, okay? So just think I can, and then there's nothing else.
Right. Until proven otherwise.
Yeah.
It's like my favorite. I am immortal until proven otherwise.
Yeah. I'm going to live forever. And they don't like that because they've been implementing some of that since like the last time I was there.
Now, I got to imagine, eventually it would have to hit an equilibrium. Because from what you told me, your daughters are very, strong-minded, very independent.
The way I raised them.
Yeah.
Because I was an idiot because I'm like, I was a freaking ninja when I was young, and I did a lot of stupid shit with women, and I don't want my kids to be victims. They're going to run into a ninja like me. I don't want that to happen. So I trained them with knives. I trained them how to fight. I trained them how to shoot.
How to be self-sufficient. How to be...
Yeah. Look, this is how you get it done. And then I'm like, oh, fuck. By the time they were 15, I'm like, oh, shit, what did I do? Because now my kids are stun gunning boyfriends when they don't believe that the stun gun works. I'm like, oh. I didn't say use it on your... Well, maybe I did. Maybe I was thinking use it on your boyfriend. I mean, guys were like, I mean, especially young kids. The first boy whose heart got broken for my kid, she went off to college. And this is how gangster my kid is. I think it was the week before she left. She looked him in the eye and said, look, hey, we're broken up. Because I'm going to go out there and I'm going to meet somebody and his trajectory is going to be different from yours. You got no hope. I mean, she said that to him. You know, and the only reason I know that she said that to him, because he came crying to me.
Oh, no.
Telling me what she said to him. And I'm like, that's some gangster shit. Go Big Smoke. And I'm talking total puss vibes coming off this kid. Crying, snot, not even wiping the snot off his face, tears coming out.
We all know how much you hate that.
Totally broken. And I'm like, the disgust in me was like...
Go clean yourself up.
Yeah. I really just wanted to throw a napkin at him. Clean your head off. What's wrong with you? But he's like crying. And I'm like... If he hugs me, if he tries to hug me, I'm going to knock him out. I was like, you better knock him. And he was sitting there, I don't know what I'm going to do, Big Smoke. I'm like, well, I'll put it this way. You better not be where you are emotionally or economically when she comes back in a year. Because if you are, you're really not going to get it back.
Right.
You need to step up your game. He did it in a way and didn't in other ways. He got a detailing business. I mean, he started from scratch, had a power washer connected to the back of his truck. He's in there washing cars and stuff, detailing cars out. Grew it kind of good. Then he started becoming more attractive to other young women. He got with one and got her pregnant, and that's how that rolled, right? He had a kid and stuff. By the time she got back, he had a kid, but he still wanted my kid, and I'm like, No, ninja. Your trajectory is already set.
Right. Stick
in that lane. Well, he didn't see it that way. He still tried to get my daughter, and she was like, nah, player. You better go raise your kids.
Yeah, you hear about that a lot these days. It's like they coined that term co-parenting, and it's like, and most of the time it's supposed to be because divorce rates are just so high, or
I'm a victim of such things. Yeah, I understand.
But you get this notion of like couples that have kids outside of that relationship, but they're all like joining together to help raise the kids because they're doing the thing for the kids, right? So I've known some people where it's like the guy's got kids in that relationship and his previous relationship, the girl's coming in with kids of her own and the kids in the new relationship, all the step parents,
tribal parenting,
taking a village, yeah, exactly. And it's like I don't know, man. I wasn't raised around that, my parents are still, together, happily married. They did a good job raising us and sticking it out. So and everybody else be damned.
Look, my parents were together until they literally death did them part. I tried to do well by my kids, but after the divorce, I kind of fell apart.
Yeah,
I was like, oh man, I failed. I couldn't hack it.
That's the worst of it, is that feeling of failing.
I thought
I wasn't good enough.
And I spiraled. I hit the ground and dug a hole and climbed in the hole and then kept digging the hole. And then finally, I was like, shit, it's dark in here. Where the hell am I? Oh, fuck, I'm in the hole. You look up, and then my friend's like, hey, you're in the hole.
Yeah, no shit.
You need a hand to get out of this hole that you're in? Oh, yeah, I could use some help. And it took years to get out of that. And then it was that whole exploratory phase, let's try to figure shit out.
Who you are as a single man again.
Yeah, how does that do? Okay, I've always wanted to do this.
Who is Big Smoke?
Yeah, and I tried that, and now I'm at that spot where I'm like, okay, I know who I am, I know what I want to do, and Now everything is good. And unfortunately for everybody else, it's like, hey, Big Smoke, you want to miss me with that? I don't want to do that. Miss me. Big Smoke flies alone. I got a big old giant blanket that has a big giant black wolf on it. I'm like, yeah. Big Smoke. I'm like half tempted to get a big, tattoo on my back. Big Smoke.
Oh, that would be awesome, man. I'd love to see. I'm sure you're going to end up with a tattoo one of these days. We're going to get you.
I'm too old for that shit, dude.
Nonsense.
I'm too old for that shit.
Yeah.
But believe me, I've actually had dreams of seeing myself walking down the street. Bitch. like, yeah, I can see it.
But tell you, man, we'll go down to Tijuana. We'll get you just drunk enough.
Just drunk enough. Yeah, that's so cliche, getting a drug tattoo. Hell no.
We'll take you out to Japan then. We'll get you, professional Yakuza style.
Those are illegal now. Can you believe that?
Yes.
Jeez, you can't get those type of tattoos anymore.
I mean, for how long the Japanese government's been trying to get rid of the Yakuza, man, as deeply ingrained as those guys are.
Some of them guys are celebrities.
Oh yeah,
they're celebrities. I mean, they're famous. They're not infamous. They're famous. I mean, people are taking pictures with them. This dude must have killed, he's probably got a whole graveyard full of bodies. And they're like, I'm with this guy. I'm like, crazy.
Yeah, but when the tsunami hit, the Yakuza got in faster than the government relief did.
Ain't that some shit? They saved more people than the government.
Mm-hmm. Just better organized, better response times.
When they say,
we're worried about all the paperwork and overhead. They just say, get people help. I think our mafia had a similar thing back in the in the 20s and 30s, because what's his name,
Al Capone.
Al Capone, he got expiration dates on food and stuff because people were selling expired milk and it was killing babies, and he's like, no, we're gonna make sure there's fresh milk in these stores, period. Bust some kneecaps if you don't.
There was no homogenized back then. Them cats had it fresh. You had 3 to 4 days tops.
Mm-hmm.
That dude was giving out, he gave turkeys to entire neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's forget that he was killing people.
I mean, we don't know how many people he really killed. And does it count if he killed them or if he just told somebody else to kill them?
Technically, he didn't kill anybody, right?
Just saying, he just happened to be in a warehouse where some guys ended up with a few extra holes in them.
Well, they drilled into your kneecaps. But he didn't do it. He was probably there. But yeah, he was. He went out bad. He went out bad. But it's nah.
It was syphilis and the IRS got him.
Yeah. And that's funny, man. A chick's got syphilis and you still banging. Me, it's like if I'm with a woman for the first time and she smells questionable, my instinct of self-preservation kicks in. Big Smoke's not liking the smell of this.
Something smells a little fishy.
Yeah, something smells fishy, and I ain't serving seafood. What the hell,
Yeah, because even if it's not a disease, just the unhygienic, it's like, you don't take care of yourself,
There was that one time when I was with this woman, and we were just hot and heavy, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this woman stinks. She smells fucking bad. And then she was like, are you okay? I'm like, let's move this to the shower, baby. Let's wash up. I'm feeling kind of gritty. I scrubbed that bitch. And I did not feel bad about it at all. I can't get in the mood if you're insulting my nostrils. I need air, woman. Yeah, yeah, and it was like, yeah, no, I didn't call her back either. Nah, this chick don't want. She's allergic to water. Yeah.
All right. What? So besides that, what's immediate red flag that'll call timeout on the play for you and just put an end to that evening for you?
The word maintenance.
The word maintenance. What do you mean?
When a woman, like when you meet a woman for the first time, you guys are like on a first date, for example, you're eating or whatever like that, and she says, just gotta let you know right now, I'm high maintenance.
Okay, yeah.
And then I'm like, right now, I think we need to split this check and go our separate ways. I've done the. I'll be right back. Went to the cashier and said, hey, look, this is my meal. This is her meal. And I'll be right back. Go to my car and drive home and block her number. I'm not dealing.
No shame. Yeah.
I'm not dealing with a woman like that. And then another thing, I remember one first date I went on, and this was a friend set me up. It was a blind date. And right off the bat, she's like, we're having a good conversation. And in the middle of the conversation, she goes, hey, just to let you know right now, we ain't fucking on the first date. Okay. I wasn't expecting that we would be fucking on the first date. Now, given that I'm a man, I was hoping.
Right.
But you're telling me, do not expect anything. Okay. Don't expect me to give you a ride home.
Jesus.
That was the end of the day. And yes, we split that check too. I like it. She was calling me all kinds of motherfuckers and sons of a bitches. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, but don't expect me to be a gentleman if you're going to be a bitch, I'm out of here. Boy, did my boy get into some serious trouble. Because apparently it was a suggestion from his girlfriend to her girlfriend. Because her girlfriend didn't have the gumption enough to come up to me and let her, feelings known. Right. And that never works out. But
if you don't want it bad enough to go up to somebody and say something,
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a red flag. What's another red flag? Let's see. There was this one girl. We were Snapchatting or something like that, and she wanted to go out. I was like, cool. I'll pick you up at 8. And she goes, well, I got to get my nails done. Cool. Get your nails done. I'll pick you up at 8. Well, can you cash at me? So, what?
So you want me to pay for the date and to get your nails done before the date?
And I'm like, I said, wait a minute. I don't even know who you are like that. What do you make you think that I'm going to pay $35? She's like, oh, I get $60 nails. Oh, yeah, we're not going out. No way I'm going to pay $60 just so you can come out? No. Hell no. Oh, I got he's got that little dick energy going on. I'm like, oh, what was that? Click. I'm like, yeah, block that one.
One of the ones I keep seeing lately, if she brings a friend along.
Yeah.
That would definitely be a red flag for me. And not like I get it,
I don't.
Not I get the idea of bringing a friend along who's keeping distance or whatever to keep an eye on.
Make sure she's safe, right?
Yeah. But I ain't paying for her meal. My broke ass, most of the time, if I'm going out to eat, I got just enough for me and you, not me, you, and a third. What was that one I saw? It was like the girl brought like her whole family out and expected him to pay for everybody. It was like a fucking $1,000 check or some shit.
I saw one where one was like that, except it was her birthday.
Yeah.
And she was pissed at. He's like, hey, look, y'all need to chip in. We ain't chipping in. Like,
thought you were a man. Able to take care of this.
Tried to shame him. And God bless him, he was like, I'm not paying for this.
I'm paying for me, her, that's it.
I was like, dude. And he was sitting there trying to rationalize and argue with them. I'm like, nah. I'll be right back. That's exactly, like, I got you. I'm paying for this right here, and the rest of they can split it because I'm out of here, man. I'm not paying for that. No. And I remember a young scholar was asking one time because he saw me get a phone number from a girl in the window once, and he was like, man, you do this all day? Yeah. I'm looking for my next ex-wife. I mean, yeah, it's like this is better than an all-you-can-eat buffet. I don't even have to go to the buffet table. The buffet table comes to me.
They deliver.
Yeah. And I was he was like, you think you're gonna get a date with her? Oh, I'm most definitely gonna get a date with her. Will it work out? 90 percentile chance it's not gonna work out.
No.
Okay, the thrill is gone usually after 2 or 3 dates. Because they realize, okay, all he wants to do is bag it and tag it. He ain't in for the long haul. No, I'm not in for the long haul. No. You getting a dick and a smile. That's it.
Maybe a hot meal or two.
Yeah. And it's like, he's like, you can live like that? Most definitely. Most definitely I can live like that. That's the way to live for me. I mean, come on, man. You see how often I work?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is if I'm dedicating 2 or 3 hours to you on one of my days off, you gotta admit, I really like you especially if my day off.
Right.
Yeah.
That is your precious time.
I could be doing other things. Hogwarts is waiting. I'm not. I'm giving up video games for you. Shit.
Yeah, I've been single a very long time. I mean, like 99% of my life at this point. I mean, I've mentioned before, like my longest relationship was 6 months, and that was back in high school. You know, that was the very first one that I had.
21 years, world record.
Yeah, so long.
Yeah, so long. 21 years. One woman. That's it. You know.
So I'm pretty sure my parents are going on 35 years this year.
My parents was over 55 years.
So that's the thing that's killing me, right? Is like I grew up with the example set by my parents, right? Like they just got together, they suck it out, and then
that's why I thought I was such a failure when I fell off. I mean, but there was no way I was going to be able to do it. And the real truth is, like, look, I was never going to be successful. I did it all wrong. For one.
Yeah, you're set up for failure from the start.
Yeah, I did it all wrong. And I just was not as smart or as quick or as clever enough to make it happen. And unfortunately for her, she really could make it happen. She was an actual professional. She was an accountant. And when you're an accountant, I've dated a few accountants now. One thing I did notice about accountants, you only get better at your job with time.
Yeah.
I mean, given a couple of decades, your pay scale is going to go up because you just get better at your job.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably the thing with most professionals, electricians, plumbers, engineers.
Yeah, constant experience.
Yeah, experience and just problem solving. It just get better. My son-in-law, he's been an engineer for a while now. And what I've noticed since the first time that I met him to now, I swear to God, the guy just keeps winning. I mean, if he doesn't like get into drugs or become a serious alcoholic, he's running
a company one day.
He's gonna be department head of such and like. So same thing with my other son-in-law. I call him son-in-law, but he's son-in-law to be. Yeah. If he ever calls my kid into marrying him, I mean that'll probably be the best thing for him and her. Yeah. But yeah, this dude, man, he's got to focus, and he's already on the rise. Mr. Postman. He's like, I'm a real man. He's got socks that says, I'm a real man. I'm a postman on the on his socks.
That's great.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I can deal.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like I've kind of stagnated at the current job, right, with the day job. But building up this podcast, like this has really been my first time taking the reins, building something from the ground up, and I'm loving it so far. And I've been realizing over these past few years that I really enjoy building things, making things happen, making things that are mine, that are not weighed down and bogged down by, red tape or bureaucracy or protocol set by, dudes in a boardroom somewhere, we're not worried about maximizing profits for shareholders. We're creating.
Yeah. Just throwing our creativity out into the void.
And so now I've gotten into this, definitely not a hustle and grind mindset. I've never really had that. I'm not all about, dollars in, dollars out, or dollars in, pennies out, I struggle whenever it comes to focusing on just making the money. I want the thing. I want to create the thing. I want to be creative. I want the ideas out there. I want the thing being built. One day we're going to have a studio with Signal Flare Studios, LLC on the side.
Some little warehouse with, with a security fence.
Right,
Private property, no trespassing. Yeah.
But, it's like I've really buckled in and dug my heels in and set the path, right? And so the idea of something coming in, not necessarily as a distraction, but as a deviation from what I've accepted as my path. Like I said, single for a very long time. So, trying to get into an involved relationship, she would have to be a saint. She would have to be just, understanding, patient, aware, communicative.
Oh, yeah.
Communication is such a big thing for me. It's like misunderstandings for me have ruined relationships in the past. It's like
really
either came on too strong or not strong enough, and all because I didn't talk it out, and figure out what needed to be said at the right time, the right place, that kind of thing.
Timing, really?
Timing is a big one for me. I've fucked up on timing so many times, so now it's like, okay, I'm just going to talk it out, at length. I will over-explain and over-analyze, but I'm going to talk it out with you about why this is how I feel about this thing. This is what I meant when I said this. Not going to be any miscommunication. It's going to be, hey, I'm hungry. Let's go out to eat. Oh, you don't want to stay in with me? It's like, no. I didn't say that. What I said was, I'm hungry and I want to go out to eat. Let's go out to eat. That kind of stuff. Now, before it was like, oh, I'm sorry, I must have said that.
What do
wrong.
you want?
Yeah. What? Right. Yeah. There was a lot of that. Back whenever I was indecisive or not used to taking charge or taking control, very not submissive, but not insecure either.
Just not assertive.
Not assertive. Exactly. And now it's like, all right, I know what I like. I've got a pretty good idea of what you like. We're going to go do this. Cool. Hey, I can't go out this Wednesday. I've got, podcast recording to do or editing to do. Me and the guys are getting together to do game night. We've planned this out ahead of time. I know you want me to come over right now, but can't right now because I've got predetermined plans. But Friday's open. We do Friday. That kind of thing. It's like adult world scheduling around work schedules and everything else. Because I'm busy now. For a very long time, I was very go with the flow. Just whatever popped up, I'll tag along. Sure, if I get invited to something, cool. If not, I'll sit at home and play video games. Now, I haven't turned my Xbox on, but maybe twice this past month. And because full-time work schedule, full-time editing, recording, it's a lot. Moving into the new place, getting all set up, and now I just entered this new era of individualism. I just moved out of a place with a longtime roommate. This is my first place I've had on my own. No roommates, no housemates, no family living with me.
Feels good, doesn't it?
I'm getting used to it still. It's still early. It's still first month. First or second month.
I've seen the transformation. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I've seen the transformation from looking over your shoulder to see if the roommate is okay with how loud it is in the next cubicle, to you walking around here basically in your drawers.
I am not in my drawers. Got a tank top on. I got my gray sweatpants on.
Raggedy ass sweatpants.
I'm comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
I was comfortable before. I'm not dressed much different than how I was before. I've always had a little bit of modesty.
My point is, you couldn't have given a shit. You walked in and was like, yeah, what's up? Come on in.
This is well and truly mine.
Exactly. This is my cave, motherfucker. It's like,
and I've had that before. There was an old apartment that I had where, like,
you weren't quite like that at the last spot.
No, not the last spot. But this would have been 2 spots ago. I had a place where the original roommate, actually Tech was my original roommate in that place, and he moved out. Had another guy move in. He moved out. Or no, sorry, my sister moved in for a couple of months, and she moved.
Jesus Christ, it's amazing you never learned this lesson before.
But I stayed
exactly,
and at that point now I was primary leaseholder and everything else. So like I was the guy. That was my space, and I held that place probably the longest, besides the last place, because the last place was 5 years. This place I'm talking about was about 2.5. After that, we moved out to a place.
Hang on, you lived with that motherfucker for 5 years?
Yeah. Well, I mean, 1.5 years of it was doing the seasonal work thing, so I was only home for like a month at a time. But, but yeah, about 5 years. Moved in 2020 and was there till end of the year last year.
Until he got his own booty and left. Let's face it, she was the director of that one, man.
Oh yeah, well, because I moved in after him and his ex-wife got divorced, and then I moved in, and then he got the new relationship, and then once they started getting like a bit more serious, I guess, and then they could decide to get a place of their own. So it's like I was the cap filler.
They ghosted the fuck out of
you. Know what? I mean, you've been through similar. I mean, when you're living with another bachelor as a bachelor versus when you're living with somebody who's in a relationship as a bachelor. Like,
yeah,
there's some idealistic differences.
Okay, I've lived with like just me and another guy, just two like broke motherfuckers living in a apartment, barely keeping the lights on, that kind of crap. Then I lived with a dude. He had his woman with him. And everything was contingent on what she thought, what she said, and what she wanted, which just, alternatively made my life more worse.
Yeah.
And then, you have to divorce yourself from that and then go, crap, okay, I either got to make a lot more money or I need to downsize to the point where the little I make is at least $5 or $6 grand more than what I need. Mm-hmm. And then once I made that like actual serious decision to do, suddenly everything was golden.
Yeah.
Because then I was working on, because then I'm not trying to be quiet at 2 a.m. as I'm trying to get to level 9, no loud bumping and grinding when I got a friend over, not coming in all loud and tired from a very aggravating day of work, and I can't just go, fuck, I'm tired. You can't do that when you're living with somebody else. You're basically tiptoeing, eggshells all around the freaking room. Mm-hmm. I don't do that now. Now I'm like, hey, what's that other toothbrush for? No, Ninja, you can't bring that here. This is Big Smoke's cave. Big Smoke only has 1 toothbrush, not 2. What's with these pink underwear? Hell no, you ain't putting that in my drawer. Get the shit out of here. Woosah. And like I said, it's before, if someone that I cared about, if I felt deeply about them and they chose to walk out, I would be devastated, especially after the divorce, man. I was like, don't leave.
Yeah, scarred.
Now I'm like, yeah, I think you should go. You need to go out because Big Smoke's cold dead heart ain't thumping to this tune anymore. All right. No. We're not doing that.
Yeah, I found myself in a stage of, boiling a frog in a pot.
Yeah, you notice it. He doesn't notice.
Yeah, you don't throw the frog into a boiling pot. You put it in cold water and then you just slowly turn the heat up. I feel like that's where I got to be at right now with it. With a prospective relationship, because it's like I've just been so used to being on my own, to having that freedom to not have to not worry about, but to not even have to be considerate of somebody else's feelings or desires or wants and needs. It's like I've just got to worry about me. I got to make sure I'm fed. And I've got a roof over my head. If I get into a relationship, now it's us. Now it's how are we getting?
No. Okay, if you're in a relationship with someone, but okay, of course I'm thinking from 1980, 1990s perspective.
Okay.
Okay. If you're ever in a relationship with someone, then it's you and me and us against the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I said.
I know that's what you said. But see, that's 1980s, 1990s perspective. 2025 perspective is.
It's 2026 now.
It's 2026. Yeah. The perspective is, you and you alone is responsible for something. It's shame on you if you let someone dig into your space and then suck you dry and then walk out.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. But.
Because everybody's doing this stupid ass cohabitating bullshit, rather than living on your own and stuff like that.
Well, I mean,
I'm not even really sure that marriage is even a viable option out there, and only except for in a sense that you want stability as far as procreation is going. If you're not doing that, get your own damn cave. I mean, I'm like, you don't want to like. The word submit seems to be like a bad word to say, and I curse a lot. But if you say submit to someone, that's worse than me saying motherfucker to you. You want me to submit? Submit? That's slavery, Big Smoke. And this poor little white woman, is never going to be a slave.
Whoa, who brought slavery to?
But this, I'm not.
But
I'm barely exaggerating.
Dedication?
I'm barely exaggerating when I say that.
What happened to dedication and commitment to somebody?
You can't say the word commitment.
Why?
Say it. Just in fun, and say it in a serious way. Like, I want you to commit to me.
Well, I can't control them. What I can do.
No. See,
statements.
No. I'm talking. See, you can't switch it around. Okay. Role play here. Big Smoke, the bitch. I want you to commit.
Rude.
I want you to commit.
Now you just called me a bitch. Fuck that. Now I'm gonna start acting like a bitch. I want my nails paid for. I want my hair taken care of. What's that new makeup thing?
Every 2 weeks, right? I know when you get paid, motherfucker. But see, expectations upon that commitment has to start being made.
Yeah.
And look, and on my level, I'm not a broke motherfucker. I'm just over broke. Mm-hmm. But I can eat steak every day comfortably. And tip.
But you wouldn't have much else.
But I wouldn't have much else. Okay. So if I'm with someone else, we can eat steak once every 2 weeks and eat well. Mm-hmm. But just for those 2 weeks. And the rest is like, you better be cooking inside the apartment. Okay. We can cook. And when I say we, I mean you. You're cooking.
But so I guess to better reword it is like, you have to understand your own value and the value of the other person before you can commit. But as long as that's a mutually satisfactory and a mutually beneficial, then the commitment or value, then the commitment can happen, right? So I will commit to somebody who I see equal value to, and I don't mean monetarily. I just mean like, I'm going to get as much as I give in that relationship. Mm-hmm. That's mutually beneficial. That's matching value for value. I can commit to there. I've gotten better at, checking the price tag and value and checking the value before just jumping into things. Because my issue before was that I would commit. I would be wholeheartedly head over heels ready to commit to somebody who was barely worth the trash in the streets.
Hey, I love what this, I can't even remember who said it. I can see his face, but when he's like, look, when you're in a relationship, whoever cares the least wins. And I'm like,
that sounds so pessimistic. I already hate it.
But you can't deny the truth of it, though. The one who's like pining and sleeping and crying on their pillow after the relationship is over, they definitely lost in that relationship because they cared too much. They care at least more than the person who left. And usually the person who leaves first, it's depending on the dynamics, is the winner. The ones who can walk away and not look back. Or worse, the ones who let you walk away and don't chase.
It's a sociological principle of least interest. Yeah, no. Do not care for that. Because if I don't care, then what's the point? Yes, I already have the mentality of, at least from the Stoic mindset of, I don't need a relationship to be happy. Happiness comes from within.
Exactly. Stoicism.
But
It's self-reflection, right?
yeah, but
But you're in a relationship. There's a duality there.
yeah.
Okay, you can't have a self-reflection when there's dual, individualities in there. You have to.
Well, I would expect the other person to also be self-reflecting, and then
But but there's a reason why in the vows,
matching energy, meeting in the middle.
Yeah. But there's a reason in the vows they say you become one flesh.
Yeah.
Okay, that means you must sacrifice certain parts of your individuality to strengthen the whole.
Right.
Okay, you can't do that with stoicism. Stoicism is more a reflective of your inner mind to yourself, not to the other person.
Well, but then it still circles back around to that value thing, right? So you're self-sacrificing. You're paying cost of value in return, right? So if in order to have a healthy relationship, that means that I've got to,
Take out the trash.
Well, I already take out the trash. I'm trying to think in terms of like, a big step value thing for a relationship versus being single.
Take over monetary control of expenses. At least 70%.
Or at the very least, get less impulsive with my spending for sure. No more buying, comic books or video games on a moment's notice just because I got the extra cash. So that's not even necessarily a sacrifice. That's just enacting a discipline, for the cost of meeting the value of the relationship. The relationship is valuable enough to me for me to do that. Right. So that's still self-sacrifice, and by today's verbiage, for the sake of something that's important to me, that's valuable to me. If the relationship's not worth that, then the relationship has less value, and it's therefore not probably worth holding on to.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. Let's throw your boomerang. At what point do you come to that realization that said person, this individual who you have no ties to, is worth such sacrifices? At what point?
No, I mean, it would really depend on
what?
If they're matching that value and sacrifice.
Okay, now we're running in circles. When does that happen?
What, you want me to set timers on this shit? It's different for each person.
No, I'm not saying you in particular. I'm saying in the great consciousness of the void, when would you come to the conclusion that this person is worth such sacrifice? You're a man in your man cave doing your man things, buying your comics, buying your video games, spending money on, video subscriptions or whatever, and then this really cute, tight-tailed honey comes in, rubbing up against you, saying that, she thinks you're the bee's knees, and she does things with you that you find extremely stimulating over a course of days, weeks, months, or whatever. At what point do you go, yeah, I think I'm going to just pay some of her bills, or let's cohabitate. She can move in. She can't have her name on the lease or have her name on any of the monthly bills. But I think it's worth time for her to come with me and share my space. So it's our space. And I'm paying for most of it, maybe 50-50 if she has a job. When does that happen?
It would be different on a case-by-case basis. But I would imagine that, and once that acceptance kicks in, where it becomes almost an inevitable, if it's an obvious thing, like, yeah, I would definitely see myself doing this for this person for, at this point. For me, it's usually like somewhere in the 6 month, almost a year ballpark range of, like, if I'm still talking to you in that long of a period of time, that's whenever those things start creeping in of like, man, it would probably be more convenient, or it would be more acceptable to have somebody just, it's like, well, you're spending all this money in gas driving out here, or I'm spending all this money in gas driving out there.
Yeah,
wouldn't it just be
that time and gas, right?
Yeah, wouldn't it just make more sense for you to just stay here for longer periods of time?
There,
that stretches out?
Right there.
That's that turning point.
See that look? I wish I had a mirror. That look in your eye when you said that. Isn't it about time that we take this to the other level?
So the next level, yeah.
So 6 months?
Give or take. Like I said, depends on the person.
Miss me with that. I mean, for me, it's kind of like this. If you're going to be sitting with me for 6 or 7 months or whatever, or a year, as I had recently, I'm still thinking, yeah, you got your own space. I got mine.
Yeah.
Because maybe it's an age thing, because I'm 55.
Yeah.
56 in 2 days. Ooh, shit. Yeah. I'm like, fuck it. Yeah. I'm 56. So look, if at 56, I'm going, yeah, we've been hanging out for a year now. And you've been coming over and no, you still don't have a dresser drawer. No, you still don't have a toothbrush. No. I still only have 2 freaking dishes, 2 bowls, 4 forks because it's mine.
Yeah. But you've set that standard. We talked about before where it's the mentality and mindset. You've put your own, I would say obstacle, but you would say you've set your perimeter. Nobody's getting past this line. This is my castle, my domain. There are no 2 thrones in this throne room. So at that point, you've already established that you don't want that other person to cohabitate. You don't want any other person to cohabitate, and which is fine. That's what you want, and that's what makes you happy. For me, I've gotten into that mentality of this next year of trying to tackle my finances, get myself out of debt, really dig in with the podcast. At some point, get us to a point of at the very least just
minimal monetization.
Yes, tickling the balls of monetization, man. Like I don't care if we're seeing pennies coming in; those are pennies that this podcast has earned.
$2 this month.
But that's $2 that was earned off of us talking our bullshit in these microphones. That was my priority. That is my priority and focus for the next, for the next year.
But what if you find love?
Then it has to come with.
What if you find that little spoon?
Then it's got to come with the podcast getting done.
Because in real time, we saw that shit happen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
And talking like falling off a freaking cliff.
Ooh, it was like, it's like that meme of the dog sitting there drinking coffee, was surrounded by his whole house catching on fire, going, this is fine, until it wasn't.
Yeah.
We
saw that shit happen in real time.
Oh, my God, that was so bad. It was so rough. But no, like I said, this is the priority. This is the goal. So anything else that comes with that has to come parallel with it. I've learned my lessons of prioritizing a relationship, right? Because then you'll just get into a relationship with anybody just to be in the relationship. Because that was the goal, was get in a relationship. You'll dive in with anybody, and then it's like the whole Joker analogy of like I'm chasing cars all day. I'd never know what I'd do if I caught one.
Do you think I know what I'm doing? I'm like a dog chasing cars.
Back when I had that fallacy of my thought process of like, I just want a relationship, then I get a relationship. Well, now what? I don't know what to do from here. Now I know it's like, well, I'm setting myself up as somebody who has value because of the things that I'm doing, the goals that I'm prioritizing. If I drop those for a relationship, then I'm gonna lose value.
That thing, you're just that thing.
But so now I am, making something better of myself, something more valuable of myself, and now that is an appealing thing for other people. So now if I get in a relationship because of this, then I have to keep up with it because that's the whole reason why I was valuable in the first place.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen out there in the universe, if you like what you're hearing, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you don't like it,
comment, like, and subscribe.
Definitely comment, like, and subscribe. Hey, give us a little nosebleed when you punch us in the face. I mean, do it, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, because I can't be the only big smoke out there. I can't be. I mean, next to my godfather and a couple of my uncles, I mean, there's some players out there. Let me know. Is Big Smoke's ideas, are they fugazi? Because I don't think they are. I get the side eye from just about everybody I work with. So, and they see it happening in real time. They're like, "D, that shit just happened." Like, yeah, that can't be real. These are paid actors. I'm telling you, they're paid actors. No.
He promised them some free extra pepperoni on their next pizza.
He's giving out free pizza. Like, no, this is happening in real time, ladies and gentlemen. But I mean, I see some of these relationships, like more of the husband and wives, the boyfriend and girlfriend. Those are train wrecks for the most part. You see some of them, you go,
Well, yeah, because if you see them, then they're not doing it right.
Yes, like this
They're too public with it, man.
I was like, wow, this is
social media posts out the ass.
Oh my God.
We were talking about that a little bit before the recording. We haven't actually talked about it in the recording. If you are posting every day about your relationship and how happy you are, we all know that it's fucking catching fire. It's a dumpster fire in the background.
That is fugazi. You are trying to get likes.
It's statistically proven that the more active on social media that you are about your relationship, the more you're feeling like it's failing and you're clutching on to it. You're holding on to the desire of a relationship or the romanticized version of the ideal of it.
I've done it.
Yeah?
I've done it. Posted on how much I liked a particular person. And funny enough, she didn't like it when I did it. She was like, "Are you putting our business out for everybody to see?" I thought I was doing something good, but you're right.
Yeah, behind closed doors is a thing for a reason.
Right, you were freaking right. That was pretty much the beginning. Well, it wasn't the beginning of the end. It was already ending.
Right.
But
it really, when you literally put a modicum of 30 seconds of thought into it, if you're putting your relationship status or anything about your relationship out there on social media, you're doing it for others to look at, for others to see. That means you're immediately taking their thought into consideration. And that's not how a relationship is supposed to be. It's you and the other person. That's it. It's you, me, versus the world. Like you said, it's us versus the world.
But that was the first and last time I did it. And I was like, okay, now I could just tell you, hey, look, this ain't working. This ain't working. And nobody else has to know. But man, I swear to God, anywhere in my associate group or friend group, and people I haven't seen in years or something, start putting shit out online about, and his D game was weak, and he's been slapping me for 15 years, or dude, she was sleeping with the next door neighbor. I'm like, what is this, Real Housewives of Atlanta?
You just want the pity.
Why are you putting all this shit out there? Especially for guys. It's funny when guys do it, when you talk about how bad their woman is. It's like, dude, man, you are looking really weak right now. You're looking desperate as fuck. I mean, this is worse than that Bill Cosby joke. It's like, she stood up and said that my parents were never married.
I couldn't do it, man. I could not get out there on a public platform and just expound how badly things are going, because like you said, it would make me feel like I'm the inadequate one, right? Like I'm doing something wrong, I'm failing in a relationship. I'm going to show the world my failures? No, fuck that. I like to brag from time to time, but it's when I got something to brag about, I love bragging about it. But
I'm not bragging. For me, it's
sharing the joy.
For me, it's kind of like, look, you can tell her no. You can tell her no, and if she knows you really well enough, the question really shouldn't ever come up. If she really knows you.
Yeah.
And I've had women who really knew me and like a freaking CIA agent manipulating, propagandize, and then before I realize it, I'm exactly where she wanted me to be.
Yo. Which is saying something for you to fall for that.
And by the time I caught it, I'm like, holy shit.
Game respects game.
That was hey, game recognizes game. That was excellently done.
But now you got to go.
But now that I know, I was impressed. I was like, I didn't even walk into that one. I went through the maze, jumped through the traps, walked around the moat, swam the shark infested waters, and ended right where you wanted me to be. I was like, oh shit.
You just stand there one day and look down and see a taped X on the floor, like, oh shit.
Oh damn. Oh shit. Oh. Great movie, by the way. Great ass movie. Couldn't happen to a better guy. Oh God. The movie is Wanted, by the way. Everybody, you didn't get that reference. The movie was Wanted. Morgan Freeman, he took a bullet hole right in the fucking forehead.
That look on his face, man, his forehead just explodes outward, and then they reverse it back out.
It back to all the shit he shot through just to get that guy. Oh God, that was an excellent moment. Oh God. Yeah, but that's how I felt. I mean, so I'm like, okay, that's how it is for relationships. And right now, no, I can't even. I mean, I really wouldn't call it relationships. That I won't call them hookup either. It's more of a
companionship.
Yeah,
An entanglement.
Yeah. Oh God, don't put me in the same room with that lady. Don't do it. But it's like.
Yeah, it's short-term companionship.
Yeah.
It's, peaceful coexistence.
Yeah, let's hang out for a while. Because, like I said, I've seen way too many TikTok videos about all the expectations and the demands and
what gives people the ick.
Yeah. This laundry list, this 67 bullet points of.
I've seen some of those.
Yeah, like who are you talking about? Where does that exist?
Who raised you?
Yeah.
That's the thing that kills me, man. Is like you're expecting all this from a man in a relationship. Who put that in your head first? Was your mom?
I doubt it.
And if it was your mom, where's your dad at? Correcting that. Oh, he's not around anymore? I wonder why. Maybe it's because your mom had a laundry list of shit of expectations for what a man should and shouldn't be. You know, so I've always been a firm believer in that a relationship works out whenever both parties come into it with the only expectation being we're going to figure each other out, see if it works, see if it clicks, and then we're going to grow together. That's how that shit works out. If you have separate expectations of like, oh, you're going to do this, 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 and this, and I'm just never going to change because I'm already perfect. Because you're coming into a relationship as a single individual. So having that single mentality, that single mindset shouldn't survive a relationship. If it does, then you should just be single. You should just be doing the big smoke thing of just, the occasional cohabitation, or not cohabitation, but the occasional coexistence and hanging out. If you want to be single, but if you're going to go into a relationship, then that desire should be there to be someone in a relationship.
Okay. A really, really big red flag for me is like, Big Smoke, isn't it about time you slow down? I mean, you work too much. I mean, you're up when the sun's up, you work, you take your nap, and then you go to work at night, and then you work until the early morning light. Don't you think you want to slow down? I mean, you're in your 50s. You should slow down. I mean, smell the fresh air, touch grass. Yeah, you need to get the fuck out.
Tell me to slow down.
I'm a shark. I gotta keep swimming. And and I don't hide my emotions very well. So I'm looking at you like you just grew a very immense penis out of your forehead. There's no way I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do that. One is just like I like the extra cash that I get when I do that. So there's no way I'm going to. Big Smoke is about money. I don't want to give that up. And then you want to tell me, it's like, okay, even if I did do that, where's the extra money that, that I am definitely going to be the one spending going to come from?
Right.
You wanted to go deep into this other city to watch this movie in ultra mega gamma 4K or whatever.
Hitting the IMAX.
Yeah, it's gonna cost $12.50 a piece, and you're gonna want popcorn, and you're gonna want the hot dogs.
$20 bucket of popcorn, $10 hot dogs. Yeah, next thing you know, $6 drink.
I mean, that one time we went to the movie. It was like $50 for a movie
that you didn't even like.
That I did not like. And you want me to slow down and touch grass. Touch grass don't make money, baby. It don't make money.
This was a surprisingly good one. I didn't think it was going to get that well into it. Got a few heated moments. Got some debates back and forth.
It's no good if everybody's agreeing.
Right. No,
You've been in one of those kind of circles?
Yes.
Tends to be with a lot of lesbians. Everybody's
just a self-back-patting circle jerk of
yes, queen, slay bitch. Yeah, right.
Also, speaking of ladies, humans of the female persuasion, if your single friends are telling you he ain't shit, that's because they're crabs in a bucket. They don't want you to get out. Don't take relationship advice from single people. Even if that invalidates this entire episode, don't take relationship advice from single people. Don't take financial advice from someone who's broke. Don't take car advice from somebody whose car is always in the shop.
Oh, God. And don't use his mechanic when his shit is always broken down.
Right.
You know who I'm talking about. Don't do it, people. Bros, quit looking at your boy's woman.
Oh, God, yeah, don't do that. Fuck,
quit looking at your boy's woman. She is not for you. And if she's looking at you, be a good bro and tell your bro.
Let him know. Your bro's hoe is looking at you.
Your girl is a hoe, and you need to know that she's a 304. Please like, comment, and subscribe.
Get those comments. Let us know if we're full of shit.
Yeah.
Let us know if you agree with us. If you got some other relationship advice, toss in the comments.
Please.
I want to be reading some mini novels in our comment section. I will read all of them. I promise you.
Big Bogey, Big Smoke, you're a womanizer. And you do need to slow down. Nothing wrong with touching grass, Big Smoke.
It's a problem if there's some dog shit in that grass.
Yeah. It's hard to get that shit off your shoes.
Alright. I think we've gone on long enough on this one. We're not going to have the same mistake we had last time and just keep runaway tangents.
Actually,
what do you think of Sylvester Stallone right now?
For our next episode.
All right, we'll go ahead and wrap it up there, folks. Check us out on Facebook, Nightwatch Podcast, Podbean. If you don't have a dedicated place to listen to podcasts, if so, we do broadcast out to Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts through Podbean. We are also here at our home on YouTube, as well as YouTube Music, as it's a growing podcast platform. They're really wanting people to just get on YouTube and stay on YouTube. And if you want to help financially support the channel, buy us a few coffees, buy us around. Our donation page is set up on ko-fi.com/nightwatchpodcast.
Much appreciated.
And that's going to be it for this shift, folks. We'll see you on the next one.
Aloha.
All right. Time to empty out the mop bucket, run the trash, and hit the lights. Go get off my time clock. And be safe getting home.